Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatem, and we like to thank you for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe and check out our podcast, Gye-Nyame Journey. Folk Tales for Grown Folks on Mile 3. Give yourself permission. Gye-Nyame Warrior, Magic Hour, Society, Truth, and Tribal Quotes. Also, check out our playlist. We built them with wisdom, mining, and you in mind. So get the wisdom, and welcome to this journey. And most importantly, remember to subscribe and support. And I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. Peace. All right. Uber conference is up. They ain't tell me what's new. They gon' crash my damn thing. All right, we gon' open. Spreaker open. Going live.
Let me start at the beginning. Way before the ratchet, before they break all women. Way black, black in the time. Woman came man, so she birth mankind. That holy in between her legs divine. See you from the single with single mind. Been trained well, future is behind. Take a look around, good heart to find. See that white standard, got you your mind. They said we was a fine shit. More than fine, gotta get match. She brains too strong and wise like she was can't deal with the strip. That's why they still beat you. Out the whole still need back to black consciousness is where I'm trying to see ya. I'm a set on the throne is where I keep ya. Black woman.
I don't believe they crashed it. It's strictly, we was ready. Here we go. Are we ready? Is the mic right?
Most of us think position is minuscule. Cook, clean, serve, all you was put here to do. Not realizing these qualities were built into you. Cause your skills are natural. We know what you mean to let them go practice school. My people, so I teach us what a master do. Up with chauvinistic BS. Now it's my mission to grab and get back so we can show what it is. They have to break the chains, run away, they coming after you. Men at odds, child too. Make sure she have more than one baby, daddy, your daddy do. 400 years later, no savior, they will be lynched. So take a lesson, black woman, let me heal. Any man that breaks you down, fears you. My elders, say women do women. So when you start the revolution, right here with you.
Lucky I survived that. You know we can't mess up on this. Come on. Push. Hold on. Almost there. Come on. Almost. I got it. We made it. Not quite. Woo, man, family. Almost didn't make it. Cause everything is just, it gets crazy sometime. And man, but you know, it's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. It's a real life. I'm just saying. Great emoji to each and every last one of my peeps. To every last one of my peeps. Guess what? I got the chat on the board. But I'm gonna move it because the position that it's in, it don't give me no room for my control panel. I like having my control panel up on the damn board, you know. But anyway, family, I heard you got your stimulus check. I just want to know, can I borrow a couple of dollars? I just want to borrow just a couple. You ain't got to give me a lot. I just want to borrow just a little bit of money. You know. But I already know a lot of y'all out there struggling. We out here struggling. We living that ADOS life. That's how I get down. You know what I'm saying? Many of us been able to do this for a very long time on very little. So I'm kind of glad you getting something. Just wish it was reparations. But hey, you know, don't wanna aggravate the beast, I guess, right? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let's aggravate. All right. So the question on the table for us here at Gye-Nyame Journey, is it a stimulus? Is it a corporate feed box? Or did somebody just buy your vote? You know, these are questions we can explore on Gye-Nyame Journey. But before we get to that, you know, I have to let y'all know that, we going to push back the Malcolm X Festival, so be expecting for us to have a new flyer here. We will be dropping a date for you real soon, and we're going to do it in a unique and spectacular way, and we're going to bring it to you with a level of quality that is impeccable, and is going to be, what's the word, elegant. in how we present this to you, family. And we're going to make it a nice, beautiful event, and an event that we want to try to get thousands of people to participate with. Thousands of people. But yo, first off, I want to say great Ujamaa to all of you and all those Ujamaa babies out there. I want to give you a round of applause. And May, you jumped the gun, girl. I want to give you a round of applause. Yeah. 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 Well, actually, I got held up because in the morning I wake up and I sleep and I dream and thoughts come to me. And the thought came to me like, Brother Hatem, all right, cool. We want to get Spreaker the quality that we're giving all the people that's on the stream. We have an excellent sound. We have an excellent mic here. So there should be a way that you can bring in Spreaker. So I'm thinking, and I said, well, damn, the mic should be powerful enough to be able to share across platforms. I said, okay. I'm running everything through the damn mic anyway, so why don't I just hook Spreaker straight into the mic, right? And have the output from the mic also be shared with speaker as well as being streamed out. But everything went off, so I had to kind of reset everything and start all over. And I'm like, man, all right, so I'm going to hold off on that. I'm working on getting a faster computer. Not that, and I'm still going to be using this one, and this one's still going to be put to use, but I want something faster because I'm finding out, like I told y'all, there's individuals with 32 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of RAM. I heard somebody told me 320 gigs of RAM. Do you know how fast some shit like that is? And I'm like, yo, I got to keep up. We got to keep our stream up. You know what I'm saying? So we coming to you live here from Gye-Nyame Journey. Right now, I'm presently in the Black Cave, and I want to thank everybody for taking the time for coming out. Let me see what's going on here. Is everything up? Uber conference is on. I want to send shouts out to the people that's in. Don't be shy. Go and post up some comments. Making sure our news is up to date. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? If the window need to be refreshed, I'm trying to refresh the stream. It ain't doing nothing. We might have to go see if everything. I'm assuming that we are streaming on all cylinders, which I shouldn't assume. There got to be a way I could check. There is a way I could check, but then it'll take me a couple more seconds. So let's go. And we're going to move, and we're going to, don't want to assume. We already know, All right. Because some people assume that this virus was going to be nothing. It's nothing but the flu. Right? So I'm almost, this virus has taken over every news stream there is. So now, if we can't get through the news on here, I will bring it, and I will be a talking head, and I will turn one of these damn phones over and start working it. All right. There will be Quarantine TV brought to you by G&J Media. And we got some good movies. I think the first movie today is going to be Emperor Jones. So I'm going to be streaming it about 11 or so. You understand? About 11 or so, 11, maybe even 12. I might even push it back to around lunchtime. Give some of y'all time to get up. Because, I'm glad that in a sense, sometimes we have to be forced to rest. I was real strong into numbers in my late 20s, early 30s. And one of the numbers that fascinated, all the numbers were fascinating, but it was one thing that I learned about the number 7. And I had to experience this in real life. I mean, because when you start looking at the symbolism behind the numbers, you start experiencing them when you really activate that reticular formation and you start looking for the patterns, right? So one of the things about 7 that was always that I read in constant books, in Gye-Nyame we say 7 is the number of study, rest, and perfection. Not trying to beef with anybody else's system. You got your system, we got ours, so leave me the fuck alone. Study, rest, and perfection. And it's important that rest is put in there, because one of the things that you learn about 7 is that 7 looks back over the numbers that came before it, and it studies the steps so that it knows how to proceed forward. But 7 is a number that wants to put everything in line and get everything right. So when it's time to move to the next number, which is power, it is prepared to rule. Now, but it's another piece about 7, because 7 is moving from 6, which is family, into basically 7, which is an independent state of study, which you still might have to be dealing with the issues of the family that you built. But in order to also prepare you for the power, 7 requires you to rest. That's why we say study, rest, and perfection. And if you do not rest, and this was in the book, because when it hit me, it transformed me. It said that if you will not rest, 7 will make it so that you have to. Whether you come down with an illness or something happen. So boom, I'm following the cycles. I'm looking at the years of my life. And once I got into it, I said, okay, cool. When I started, I might have been on a 3-year, boom, communication. Boom, I'm working with it. 4 order. All right, let's bring stuff into order. 5, freedom. Oh, let's kick it a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. We established the order. We just have to go back every now and then and maintain the order. 6 is family. Boom, trying to build the family. You know what I'm saying? 7. The 7th year hit, and I'm still trying to do all the shit that I was doing before, and everything is running cool. But then all of a sudden, the promise of the number 7 hit. You're not getting enough rest. You need to lay your ass down. And the universe slapped me and put me on my back for 2 weeks straight. Now I'm saying all that to say this. In some form of fashion, in America, we dealing with a concept of 7. A lot of us have been going our whole lives. Some of y'all been going for generations. And right now you got a moment to rest. And I'm going to advise you to take your moment and rest. Rest. Because the next step that's coming for us is power. Power, the ability to define reality and have others respect that reality. Power. That's what we moving into, family. So get your rest. You know what I'm saying? Look back over your life right now. Take this time. Look back over your life. Look at some of the pitfalls. Look at some of the challenges. Look at some of the victories. Do some writing. Do some introspection. 7 looks back over interdependence, cooperation, communication, order, freedom, and family in preparation for it to move to 8, power. So study, rest, and perfect yourself during this time. Perfect your skill. If your job requires certain thing from you and you know that you're going back, go and perfect it. Perfect the skill. All right, so what we gonna do right now? Oh, hell. Shame on me. Shame.
My niggas got dough. You say you stack paper, all my niggas got dough. You got a couple of bitches, we pimp our hoes. We living for the future, cause that's all that we know. So you say you got guns, my niggas got dough. You say you stack paper, all my niggas got dough. You got a couple of bitches, we pimp our hoes. We living for the future, cause that's all that we know. So you say you got guns, my niggas got dough. You say you stack paper, all my niggas got dough. You got a couple of bitches, we pimp our hoes. We living for the future, cause that's all that we know.
I'm from a city full of go-getters, with just about.
Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take that breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Simple. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Move your body, drink some water. Family, move your body, bitch. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and touch your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. But to stay healthy, family, the 4 pillars of health is Gye-Nyame. Breathe, drink, eat, move. I almost forgot myself. Man, don't behave. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body, eight. Toast your ancestors, drink up. Family, once again, I want to welcome you on this great Ujamaa day. Man, I got my nose kind of, I'm still got to get all this stuff up out of me, but that water kind of helps loosen it up and a little bit of movement. Family, listen, it's not a lot to do to maintain the temple, right? It's not a lot to maintain a temple. It was designed so perfectly, right? Like, for example, do some research on some natural workouts, right? Because what if I was to say something controversial like gyms aren't healthy? I know y'all be like, well, brother, Tim. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the movements that you do in the gym are, in a sense, useless, right? You need to be able to climb a goddamn tree. You need to be able to jump over a goddamn wall. You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to lift boulders, big rocks. You need to be able to run down your food. That's what the human being was designed for. We weren't designed to be running on no goddamn stationary machine in the gym. We weren't designed to be pushing a massive weight laying down like this. All right? You know what I'm saying? So in the exercise for our body has to be complete. That's why, in Gye-Nyame, we got one of the brothers right now. He's studying natural movement. I just happen to slide by his desk, and I see that the book was being used. Be like, brother, how you know the book was being used? I know the book was being used because the cover was off, and it was looking worn down. I'm like, man, we paid a lot of money for that goddamn book. First, I was mad. That came out of my pocket. Because Gye-Nyame we were supposed to get our own copy. This is my copy. Yeah, like, he using it. Okay, he using it. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Pass ammunition. You know what I'm saying? Get those exercises together. You know what I'm saying? But the next few meetings, we will be meeting virtually. You know what I'm saying? We will be doing our digi class, I guess. We'll be meeting online. I will open up the phone lines. We'll start streaming. We can just have a discussion about what's going on now, about some lessons, answer questions about Gye-Nyame. Just open it up. Just make it a show. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just make it a show. I mean, we living in a different time now. And it may never go back. Because, family, let me say this to you. Listening and doing a little bit of research, not even just listening. I ain't, other people and gleaning from what other people know. The last time we got hit with something like this was in like 1917, 1918. They call it the Spanish flu. But they speculate that it was an avian flu, right? Now, so the onslaught lasted for 2 years. The first year was bad, right? And then it pulled back around the summertime and started. Everybody got comfortable. But in the fall, that shit returned with a vengeance. And I'm talking millions of people. Millions of people died. Now, I'm saying that to say this, right? We're right at a time where we're coming out of cold season and we're moving into the warm season. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. We're moving into the warm season, and a lot of us are going to get comfortable. A lot of us is going to be listening to some of these motherfuckers on YouTube who are not scientists, listening to conspiracy theorists. All right, and even if it is a conspiracy, what are you doing to protect yourself against the shit? You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. This shit came back in the fall, I think, of 1918. And it was stronger. So right now, this little corona might have just sent out the fucking scouts That's what this is what I'm letting you know. It's a possibility that the real onslaught won't start until May. Because viruses being small, they have a different time perspective than us. So a minute for us is a long time for them. So they are adapting, they're breeding, and they're preparing. Are you? Are you getting your immune system together? Are you getting your probiotic game together? Are you getting your mind right? Are you following the protocols? I just want you to be safe. I want you to enjoy your stimulus check because I want to borrow some money. You could go and send it to #, capital G, capital N, capital J, capital M, EDIA. Or you can hit the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all getting a little bit, but it's cool. But anyway, family, in all seriousness, let's move forward. Well, I was serious, but let's go and do our toast. Once again, May 16th, the Malcolm X Festival, we will be postponing it. We'll be moving it forward. We will have some more conversation with you about it. Probably next Ujamaa, we'll be making an announcement. Tonight. Oh, we're gonna make it right tonight. My kids, damn, quarantine is killing me. Oh my God, where my pen? Where my damn pen at? All right. See what the quarantine is doing to us? All right. So we got 312. All right. So let's move to the next one. Y'all ready? So we doing tribal quotes tonight, 9 p.m. We're gonna do this. We're gonna work on this one again if we didn't work on it already, because I don't have it marked. I got it marked for 5/18/2016. Wow, we've been working, boy. But I got to mark it for today. True doorways are strict, say the knowledge holders. That's proverb number 1. True doorways are strict, say the knowledge holders. Man, anime, where you? Wait, man, anime. Wake up. What you doing? I'm gonna read it again. You didn't hear it? True doorways are strict. No. True doorways are strict. Thank you. I know you don't like doing the thunder, but come on. Stop tripping. It's in your nature. For human beings to receive blessings, they must be in consent with receiving them, say the knowledge holders. Oh, you was on that one, huh? For phoenixes too. It's true for phoenixes too. For human beings to receive blessings, they must be in consent with receiving them, say the knowledge holders. And here's the last one. You ready? When the inner head prescribes, the human being subscribes. My fault. When the inner head prescribes and the human being subscribes, the tree bears fruit, say the knowledge holders. Oh, it's going to be a fire discussion tonight at 9 p.m. Tonight. Oh, we're going to make it right tonight. All right, let's get our toast on. Then we can have some conversation. Week is moving slow. Boy, man. So let's go on to the proper screen. We're going to get us to the proper screen. You know, she got me going in circles. Around and round I go. Got me going in circles. All right. Y'all see it? Did y'all see the circles? Did y'all see the circles? Oh, man. Oh, the string broke. Oh, damn. All right, here we go. So we're going to pour the last. You know, we only got a little bit left. Yeah, I'm going to have to get the brewing. I might take a chance, go out and get some water. You know, I don't get pulled over by the police. The police, right? You know. I mean, it is, listen, we call them police, but actually it's spelled police. English is a funny language, man. But anyway, it's spelled police. It is. All right, so bringing it into a state of seriousness. Family, anybody that wants to get their ancestors on the list, by all means, get in touch with Gye-Nyame Journey. Hit us up on our Facebook page. Post up a comment. Join the Black Signal by texting G and J to the number 25456. There it go, coming right down at the bottom. By texting the letters G and J to 25456. And it also says if you want to be a daily toaster, the rarest of the rare, text the word toaster to the number 25456. Join the Black Signal. I got to put some space in there. I'm going to work on it. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress, family. My mind is like a flower in bloom. All right. So first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that Creator, and we say the mighty word of Ashe. Yeah, where is that song at? I want that song. I'm going to get that song. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Of course, we raise up our glass and we salute our ancestors, our personal ancestors, our grandmothers and our grandfathers, our aunts and our uncles, all those that made it possible for us to be who we are today. And it's just great, giving me great thrill to, on a daily basis, to be able to bring them to at least back into the minds of the family. So I'm going to go as far as I can by memory, then I'm going to snatch up the list when I start slipping. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert the Tex, Anna Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, Alfine, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman-El, Nomo X, Sapet Mott Rob, Malik Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Mr. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty, Sel Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Nada Johnson, Florence M. Carter. Dang, I lost the rhythm. Florence M. Carter. We're down here. Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George. Let's just stay on the list. Joanne Thornton, Edgar Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Watson Sparrow, Slimmy, Sevin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Booker T. Bowden. Where we at? Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Here to Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mary Mawson, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Investor, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amateur Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Benny Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Monares, Jenny Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Anna Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannell-Berry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ada Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy. Got Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Zaspers, Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Dinah Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Joan Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead. Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Brandon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McCate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Erin Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, where we at? Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eve Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mae Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erting Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brantley Singh, Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Benny Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozana Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javed McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNeil, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alver, Mazarine Cofer, Joyce Warren, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell. Speaking of that, Sister Kim, if you out there, if you're able to hear us, go and get back in touch with us. Let us know you all right. Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Etta Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Sermon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, also known as Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Lauti, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, who was married to Al Lauti, Sue Walton, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton. Those are my ancestors that connect me straight directly to. I'm gonna be quiet right now. Anyway, then we got Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkoma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Jillard Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnilla Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Grace, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth the Don. We got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. Family, I'm raising up the glass and we're saluting all of those ancestors. And guess what we saying? Damn right. Excuse me. Ashe. Family, I'm glad you are joining us because this is that lineage therapy. When we going down and we remember the struggles of some of our ancestors, remember some of the wisdom of our ancestors, remember some of our interactions with some of our ancestors. And each one of those things makes us better, and it helps us be a little bit more firm in our footing in the present moment, which is where we're going right now. So we raise our glass to all of our ancestors, and we say once again, Ashe, if we haven't said it already. From there, family, we're moving to today. We want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Fantastic. We should give it up for you. Family, listen. We are on Ujamaa, right? And what I want us to do, of course, every day, I ask you to do the same things, right? The ritual, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm helping put rituals in your life. I want you to at least find one sighting. You don't have to find a lot, just one sighting of Ujamaa. It's out there. She running around, she wearing green, right? Wait, hold on, is Ujamaa? Hold on, let me check the book. It's Ujamaa. Let me see, Moses, Kuji Chagalia, Jima, Ujamaa. Yeah, Ujamaa. She out there running around. Yep, waiting to be caught. She wants you to see her. She wants you to see her, right? So family, I want you to get out there and see her. All right? I want you to take a picture of her. I want you to write about it. I want you to do something. I want you to post it up. Hashtag Ujamaa. Hashtag Ujamaa found. You know what I'm saying? Family, because you know what I'm saying? We got to stay on top. We got to stay on top of our principles. We got to stay on top of them. Because if we don't, who will? If we don't, who will? They are principles. So we can't be expecting other people to respect them and live by them. We have to respect them and live by them. We have to challenge ourselves on a daily basis to go on and live according to the principles that we say are ours, right? And also practice them among ourselves first. I can't, it kind of rubs me the wrong way when people be like, you got to do my art and all this with everybody. No, let's start with us. God damn it, let's start with us. Because if it ain't no us, we missed the bus. You understand? If it ain't no us, we missed the bus. Which means we missed the bus to the future. You know what I'm saying? We give up our space and time. Because anybody, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Some of y'all out there, y'all know where I'm going with this, right? But anyway, Ujamaa. So activate your reticular formation, get out there and find it. For those that don't speak the language, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. Right? Cooperative economics. In a time like this, we definitely need cooperative economics. Right? But anyway, also, the demonic principle of the day is Mayat. The color, my fault. Yeah, demonic principle is reciprocity. Gratitude is the M7 principle that we practice. The color is green, so that y'all can see that I got on green. I try to wear a little semblance of the color every day. Now, what's crazy is this came about my 20s, right? Led all the way up to when I got shot. Then, I kind of let it, I started relaxing on a little bit. But now that we back up in here and we're doing daily rituals, I'm back to put my colors back on. All right. So, anybody that want to do it with me, we got daily toaster shirts and all that. I mean, a whole bunch of stuff we could do to start building up our own economy. But it just takes a little bit of imagination on our part. That's it. Color green, I know y'all like, what that got to do with? You would be surprised, right? All right. Green, color. The Hermetic law of the day is polarity. Male name is Zhao. Female name is Ya. All right. So we raise up our glass to this present moment, recognizing that we hold all the power in the moment and realize that this moment is sacred. We chose the moment. We chose to be here in this lifetime for a reason. So we have to fulfill our purpose. We have to learn to harness our resources. And we have to learn to practice cooperative economics in the moment. So we raise our glass and we salute this moment, and we salute it and we say Ashe. From there, family, move to our future generations. We lift up our glass and we salute our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift it up and we salute them. And then from there, family, where else do we go? Are you ready? We move to all of our relations. We toast them and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, family, from all of our relations, this is where we go now. We move to that selfish toast. What is it that you need? You alone. Not nobody else. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your greatness? Take that moment. Think about it. Lift up our glass. From there, family, last but not least, I want to toast my damn cup at. I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most uplifting, the most outstanding individual in the room. And don't be shy now. I'm talking about you. We toast you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. family. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, K'in, because this is our thing. All right. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to get things set up.
That Adam and Eve myth, interpreted as it was later on in history, led to profound conceptions of the woman as inferior, and sometimes in some civilizations as essentially evil. So she's supposed to be the great seductress, the weaker kind, etc. This was not the case in the African mythology. So that you already had a divine myth which gave a basis. It was a sort of bedrock for a reality that could give the woman greater freedom and power. It is not an accident, therefore, that many of the goddesses of the Europeans were black. They could have chosen their own women, they chose some of their own women, but the most important goddesses were black. Not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a black woman, Andromeda. If you see them represented in Hollywood, they're all white. But if you go back to the original vases, the original art of the Greeks, you will find that the only women they could find to represent the finest attributes in the feminine world were black women. Actual...
Man, all right. All right, cool. You know, we need to switch this scene out. It's gone. Oh, okay, cool. We about to hit. Let's hit the news real quick. Lines are open. Lines are open. Open right now. So, let's see. Uber conference, if you want to call in, 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. Let me check the chat. All right, Brother Kwame is, yep, that was Ivan Van Sertima, mixed by Mr. Deity. For a minute, I had a little series on, I was trying to work with a younger brother because he was a beat maker, and he had a whole bunch of lectures. And what I wanted him to do was to create some nice beats and mix in the lectures. So I got him to do two of them. Well, he did one with Tupac. He did one with Kwame Ture. And he also did the one Van Sertima. I hope it sounds right because it was echoing, and that's something I'm still working on as well. So as you see, my hoot suite is once again. Oh, look, we get the spinning wheels of death. Look at that there. Come on now. This got to be the best. This is just the best that money could buy. All right, so. Because we at Gye-Nyame Journey have bought our membership in the newspaper, New York Times. We got our own, All right, here. I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to I'm going to switch the screens real quick so that I could go on and sign in, because we want to sign in and so that we won't have no problems like yesterday. So I'm going to sign in. I know y'all like, Brother Hatim, you should have had all that shit done yesterday. You should have been signed in, Brother Hatim. But in the morning, I'm a one-man army. You understand what I'm saying? I got to do it. I got to produce. I got to get up to Phoenix and possibly get burnt by fire, by shoot, because you got to shake her. I got to go on and I got to shake the lion. Have you ever tried to wake up a spiritual lion in the morning? I got to go on and wake up the explosion and every now and then I forget my headphones. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here. You need to support the journey if you like what we do. So I was thinking about it, and I'm thinking that we will start streaming maybe I'm thinking 12 or 1. This is why. Because I get a certain amount of hours per day. I mean, I could go as long as I want. But I want to respect, you know what I'm saying? I want to respect the fact that, I got the hook up, right? And so we'll be streaming about 1 o'clock. So just to let y'all know, we're going to have a good time. Got some good movies lined up, some TV shows, and I'm going to get some more today. So the list will continue growing. And it's on random. So every now and then I'm going to pop up on you, check on you, make sure everything is going right. Then I'm going to pop back out. Go back to my adventure. Give you some breaking news or something. Come in and, you know what I'm saying, let you know about tonight's broadcast and podcast. All right, so now we can go back. I'm back in. So I think if I get 2 screens, I will be able to work with this a little bit. It's crazy. I mean, now I would need 2 screens, but it's about to go down. So as you see, we got the briefing this morning. They trying to crash on. Senate approves $2 trillion economic stimulus. Question, is this a stimulus? Or is it a corporate payoff? You know what I'm saying? Where all the corporate friends get to circle around and get all their money back. All right? Or did somebody just buy some votes? You got to ask the question. All right. Senate approves $2 trillion economic stimulus package. $2 trillion. That would have been a hell of a down payment for those reparations, dog. Probably would have jump-started the economy a lot faster. Less people to send money out to. Larger swaps of money, so larger products will be bought. More land will be bought. A whole new middle class will have been created. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, some of us like being stuck. All right, let's go down. There's some stuff I wanted us to see. Oh man, this is a different briefing. They're saying surging traffic is slowing down our internet. You're damn right. About time somebody reported on that. We ain't got to read that. I know that for a fact. Fresh from Iran's coronavirus zone, now moving across to Afghanistan. All right, so this is the briefing for, this ain't the one I saw last night. So that ain't what I wanted to show you. I apologize. Let's keep it moving. Come on, Hootsuite. It's not that hard to do the job I pay you for. Man, Gye-Nyame Journey be trying to have the best for you, man, and it's just like be working against me. Like, come on now. I'm sitting up here. You got a free place for this owl to live. You ain't even a good looking owl. All right, cool. This is one of the ones that I wanted to see. The spinning wheel again. Damn. See, I need me either internet connection is clogged, and I rebooted it before I did it. I turned off all the machines. A viral plea to let grandparents sacrifice themselves capture a truth about Trump. Now, this homeboy here, right, sent out a tweet that, kind of hit a lot of people's nerves, right? But one of the major things that you can see is during these times, you can see what people value. Like in my post, I said, you can see who this person's God is. It's the economic system. How many of y'all worship the economic system? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Just go and think about it. You know what his value is. A viral plea to let grandparents sacrifice themselves to their God. That's what it should say, right? That's what it's gonna say when we redo it on in the Gye-Nyame Journey newsletter. A viral plea to let grandparents sacrifice themselves to their God. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stop that one right there. You can read that for yourself. That's on the timeline. But there's only a certain amount of times, unless you got a subscription, that you go to Washington Post. So I took care of that little problem for myself for a little while. Gonna cost me, but hey, I want to bring the best to you. So, hey, and like I said, family, hopefully I'm bringing value, and I would really, really, I really need the input so that I know that we are bringing value. You know what I'm saying? So we need you to subscribe. We need the follows on Facebook. We need the likes. You know what I'm saying? We need, you know what I'm saying? If you, say if you got extra change, go and throw it at the tip jar, and all that stuff, all that information is going to be coming across your screen so that you can help us really build. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to because I'm not seeing, and this is the whole piece. Because part of the issue with the whole Malcolm X fest is that we understand that people are in hard times, and part of the team didn't feel right asking people for money during this time. But the key piece that I'm trying to tell them, as far as Yami, we're not asking for money. We're asking for an exchange. You know what I'm saying? You give to us, we give to you. If they would come through Gumroad, they could go and get, if they put $20 in on Gumroad, they get $50 worth of product. Digital product that somebody actually worked and sweated on. So we exchanging shit. It's like you buying a t-shirt. You gonna go out and buy toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? It's not essential. So go and get some knowledge. Get some information. You know what I'm saying? And the offer is still open. You know what I'm saying? But, and like I said, we just going to change it and change the scope of everything. But I just need, because like I said, and it slipped my mind, but I'm going to have to talk with my team, because we have to understand, first off, we're not asking people to donate anything. We can always do an exchange, because I feel better doing an exchange, because then nobody has, in a sense, control or say. Outside of the group, outside of the tribe, outside of the collective. Why? Because you spent money and you got something in return. Fair exchange is not robbery. That's all I'm saying. Fair exchange is not robbery. I got that from shouts out to my daughter Yolanda. Me and her used to read a series of books. She got me into reading a series of books. So I can't remember what it was. If she ever listens in, she'll let know. It was about vampires and stuff. Anyway, it was like a bonding thing, because she was like, you get the latest book, boom. So I had to go out and get the latest book, and I read it, and I'm reading and try to get the book for her. But she reads she a voracious reader. She has always been, you know what I'm saying? Always been a voracious reader. And she reads so damn fast. It's like, damn, 3 books ahead of me, you know? I'm like, God. But anyway, New York Times, live coronavirus news update and video live coronavirus. Let's see. Hopefully it takes us back to the old one. Man, I gotta go on my face. I might as well get rid of Hootsuite. Yeah, Hootsuite. I hope you listening. Might as well get rid of you. You have to spinning and shit. We need our news fast. Call in line 614-556-4535 unless you just enjoy listening to this old man cuss about the news. I ain't got my goddamn coffee yet. You know. But in a minute, y'all gonna be tripping because one day y'all gonna tune in to the journey and it's gonna be interns. Well, not even interns, we're gonna have young warriors working. And I'm gonna be like, yo, you know, they're gonna be passing the coffee and we're gonna be doing this type of shit all day. Cause it's media, right? Commentary. Boom. Oh, we looking at the new, we getting new videos, we creating content. This is where we're trying to get Gye-Nyame journey. This is where, actually, in a sense, in many ways, this is where Gye-Nyame journey is. Right? Because we got content, got crazy content. Because I'm going to post up, I'm going to post up the podcast where I interview Brother Jay. I'm gonna post up all my interviews. So I just got to go back in time, download. And actually, I don't even have to download. I just got to get the links. Ooh. Oh, my God. All right, let me go. Trump expressed outrage at having to close the country to slow virus. Now, this gets back to what do you worship? What do you value? He's talking about that he wants to open the country up by Easter. When is Easter? Anybody? Can somebody type in when Easter is? I don't want to mess up nothing. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. When's Easter?
Easter will be on Sunday, April 12th, 2020.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Google. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All right. You know, they take turn. I got 3 of them around here. They, you know, they snap to it. Get to work. You know, you gotta get to work. All right, you get off my screen now, Google. All right, April 12th. So he want to have the country open up by April 12th. So he want to do a quick, this quick thing, and then he wants to try to jumpstart the country. And we're gonna get into it a little bit because I want you to understand that these people are doing what they're supposed to do. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? They're following their God's dictates. Not that you have to agree with it. Not that you even worship the same thing. But I want to start pointing out. We need to start pointing out where people's really what their faith is. What their faith is in. Donald Trump worships at the altar of economics, the altar of economic growth, he at the stock market and the whole economy. Fuck your life. I got to see what I could get for your life. How much is your life worth? All right, Trump expressed he's mad because you're stopping him from being able to make his daily sacrifices. Trump expresses outrage as having to close the country to slow virus. Fleeing New York is told to quarantine as Trump says the U.S. should reopen by Easter. You gotta get those sacrifices going, family. New York says that anyone who has left New York should self-quarantine. So I hope you got enough money for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? And to imagine there's people out there that's living that life where they could go and just quarantine. You know, I'm gonna go to a whole nother city and I'm gonna have a place of my own where I could quarantine myself. Trump expressed outrage at having to close the country to slow virus. New York case count is doubling every 3 days. So now they get in on, see, this is what we have to start watching. This is why we have to be very careful. Follow your protocols. Follow the protocols. Right? Better safe than stupid. And stupid is dead. You understand? America has afforded for at least the last 100 years. America has afforded fools to get old. Now we about to start seeing fools start to die because there's going to be a lot of shit coming around where it's going to be like, if you just had listened, if you hadn't been as foolish, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of shit. America has, it suffer fools. Why? Because in the religion of money, fools produce. You can find a way to make a fool produce. In nature, fools kind of muddy up the genetic pool. You know what I'm saying? You dummies don't make it that far. You know what I'm saying? When you out here in the wild for real. The country's second biggest state is now on lockdown. Stock surge on promise of bailout as company and workers navigate the crisis. Now I want y'all to think about this. The stock market was going down, but as soon as they announced, because I want you to notice that there was a drop every time they stalled. So there's a direct connection between politics and money. Now, the market started to surge because individuals started buying because they know that you're going to be in a rush to spend your money. I'm just saying. But now, and I would kind of say, family, get what you're going to get and do what you're going to do in the first couple of, you know what I'm saying? Because when we drop this money into the system, it puts more money into the system. What does that mean, Brother Hatim? That means that your money begins to lose value. Why? Because there's more of it circulating. Money is more valuable when there's less of it out there. Sound crazy, right? Right? All right. Let's just do a thought experiment. Think about it. You ready? Toilet paper is not that expensive of a thing. But what happens when there's a limited amount of toilet paper? Can I go up on the price? If it was 99 cents a roll and there's a limited amount, could I possibly push it off at $5 a roll? Could I push it off at $10 a roll? When there's less, it's more valuable because more people want it. You understand what I'm saying? When you flood the market with something and everybody got it, it loses value. This is why the stimulus package should have been focused on a certain group. Because not only would we have reparations, because I want you to think about this. With reparations, what happens is few people get a large sum of money and other protections and stuff like that. There's less money out there because everybody didn't get it. So the money that even those that had money before that, their money in a sense will become more valuable because there's less money out there because we put more money into fewer people's hands. So now they're holding on to their money. They're buying large ticket items so that, the money is not really getting out in the market like that. So people's money will be a little bit more valuable. Now we're just dropping it on everybody. You got a Social Security card. You paid taxes last year. Here's $1,200 for you, $1,200 for your spouse, and $1,200 for all 5 of your beautiful children. All right, but I'm sorry. So, U.S. response to the virus created missed opportunities to make ventilators. A teenager who died in California may be one of the youngest American victims. So there go that it's an old folks disease shit flying out the window. And more evidence is letting you know, listen, viruses adapt. They're not static. They're not like you. They don't mind changing. They will change You know what I'm saying? They go with the times. Their time is moving a lot faster. So now the first generation that hit has been dead. We might be 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 100 or even 1,000 generations from when it started. So it's adapting and it's moving. You got people out here. I mean, it's amazing to me that sometimes people talk about living organisms are not static. Human beings are static. Human beings are static, right? But when you look at us as an organism, we are a very dynamic being. The concept, because the human being is a concept in our mind. You are a creation of nature like everything else out here. The human being and all of the mental concepts are human creations. Those are static. That shit out there is constantly morphing and changing and adapting and overcoming or dying and fading away. So here we have enabled individuals to live in their illusions. In a sense, it's sort of like the Matrix. All right. Actually, it is the Matrix. I'm sorry. White House, anyone who has left New York should self-quarantine. We won't read that one. That ain't the one. Trump expressed outrage at having to close country to slow the virus. We only lose 23. We only lose 2 to 3%. We only lose 2 to 3%. Come on now. This is a myth here. Know how high your IQ is. Look at that. BMI. A lot of y'all caught up on that. That's some bullshit. Intelligence quotient. Give me a break. New York case count is doubling every 3 days, said the governor. We went through that. The country's second biggest state. All right. So I think I went through the one I wanted to go through. But y'all can see it. It's on the timeline on Gye-Nyame Journey. Go and check it out. That's from the New York Times. Thank you, New York Times. All right. Check this post out. Daily Toast of Moja, rhythmic breath. Let's go and check it out. But we got to lose, right? Got a couple of minutes. I got to get out of here in a second. I know that guy. I look very familiar. Holding up a glass early in the morning. That's when I had my blue gas. I think Sasha broke that glass. No, it might have been Gina. You know Gina be up to some shit, boy. All right. Peace, family. We take the breathing practice to another level by looking at the ideas of the rhythmic breath. This technique stretch us much further as we reach for our goal. The best part of all is that the breath is totally free. So go and check out that video that's on the timeline. Go and learn the rhythmic breath, family. We got a whole rhythmic breath kit here in Gye-Nyame Journey. You know, I just be wore out, man. I be trying to do a lot. Trump predicts this is going to be bad, but vows to reopen America. He don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, we got to get back to business so I could get back in the sun and turn oranger. I like being orange. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be orangophobic. He said, I turn newspapers into toilet paper. Viruses like to propagate. They sure do. Viruses love sex. They come together. I don't know if it's even take 2 of them to come together. They just split. Like, fuck it. Oh, that felt good. Ooh. You know? They ain't worried about the wrong shit. They just like, yo, we got to repopulate and conquer this. We got to eat this whole motherfucker up. We gonna take what we need, have him spread our children. Take what we need, have this body spread our children, and we are satisfied because we know that we are continuing. That's how it works. Human beings be caught on the bullshit. These little creatures out here, no, they not. All right, family, as far as, okay, let us go one more. All right, G&J Media presents Quarantine Digi TV, which will be launching about 1 o'clock today. And I think the first movie up is Emperor Jones. I got Emperor Jones. I got a lot of other shows on there that's gonna surprise some of y'all. I'm about to get some more. Some of y'all gonna be mad. Some movies and stuff. Some of y'all gonna be mad at some of the shit that's gonna be popping up. Old movies. Because what I'm saying is, I'm trying to bring old movies with conscious commentary. Old movies with conscious commentary. I do nothing but think about this shit. I do what I need to do on my venture, but then I'm always thinking about this. Like yesterday, I was like, boom, how can I control the order of the movies? So according to the research that I did, I could take my VLC player inside of OBS and capture it through what's called Game Catcher. But since I don't play games, I'm not really familiar with Game Catcher. So now I got to get familiar with some of the gaming aspects of it and capture the screen. Why you learning all this stuff, Brother Hatim? Why you sharing all this stuff with us, Brother Hatim? Because this is some of the stuff that when your young people or even you join Gye-Nyame journey, you're going to have to learn how to do. Because this is the next level of the game. This is where the war is fought in the future. Of course, we're going to prepare on the physical level, but right now, the war is being fought for the minds right here, right now, on this damn internet, in these damn games, using a system like one of the ones that I'm using right now. We need to be versed in it, and we need to be able to spread the propaganda and have the discussions that will move people or might even snap somebody up out of the sleep that they in. It's a responsibility. That's why I'm talking about it, and I'm sharing it with you. I'm letting you know that if I was able to stumble through it and get it, so can you. That's the same reason I put out my books and with mistakes and all. Because if I can't find nobody to help me and to read over it and stuff like that, I'm putting this shit out anyway. Why? Because I figured out a long time ago by waiting for people around me, I am stopping my own growth, and I'm in a sense putting something over my own life. Put it out. I don't give a. Let's put it out. Put it out. Don't make no difference. You can pull it back in. You ain't got to pull it back in. Some of the people that got, because you might die and become famous, and people gonna want the first published edition of what you have because that is the closest to you. Everything else mean that everybody else was writing up in it and made corrections. So my mistake books one day may make my babies very, very rich, because somebody gonna be like, yo, I want the original. I got the original. I want the original with the mistakes, so I can see how this man thinks, right? But anyway, so let's move. So the video right there is called "Are You Being Educated or Are You Being Domesticated?" I did that a little while ago. Let's see. Listen, you getting old. One of my brothers just called me. Y'all heard my phone ring. I didn't answer it. He called me to ask me. He said, "What's a Chromebook?" Me and my peers have officially been moved into the old man crew. Wait, he phrased it like this. He said, because he got to pick up Chromebooks for his babies at the school. So he say, "What is a Chromebook, brother?" So I'm gonna call him back. If anybody, I ain't gonna put him out there like that. But damn, All right, so Washington Post, they just discovered another problem with the Antarctic ice sheet. Go and check that out. Go and check out some of the news. Family, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go to work. But we will be, of course, we'll be streaming this early afternoon as well as this evening. Gina is getting a project ready. She was downstairs practicing on the mic, but since I changed the system, she don't know how to get on. So it will remain my show for a long time, or until Gina tries to figure out how to run the board. Gina can't run the board. Somebody just told me, Gina gonna take your place. I said, I just changed the system. Right? Ain't that what they do to us? Shit, you get good enough to look like you might take somebody, what they do? Change the system. Shit, I'm a great student. Been to one of their best universities. Can't get me with the Can't get me with the okey doke. And Kwame say viruses, they invade and take other genetic code of others to propagate themselves. Man, sounds romantic. Can I get some of your genetic code, baby? Anyway, hold on. Okay. All right. So family, listen, I'm about to get up. We're about to get up. We're about to get out of here. I want to thank you for joining us on the journey. Be on the lookout for the stream. Some of the movies going to be coming through. Some of the stuff that's going to be coming through is going to be mind-shattering. It might even make you mad. You know why? You know why? Because this is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. It's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. We flip life up. We blow up and flip over paradigms. All right. Let's get out of here, fam. Well, my camera just went out. So that means that's God's way of saying, Brother Hatim, get up off the air. I'm out. Peace. Thank you for joining.